used to talking when the players win, but there was an image after the end of the game where you gathered all your players around and had them and talked to them for a few minutes, saying something that it would have been nice to hear. I would like you to summarize what you've told these players who are used to winning, and they've seen the saddest side of football, even if it was from the penalty spot. Well, I simply wanted to value what they had achieved, to recognize the pride we feel in being able to working with them every day, and to keep walking as we are, keep on this path that we are going on. And we, of course, are thinking in the next World Cup, which is our objective now. And along the same note, I'm sure we will go places in the future. You can't always win, but it's important to be there and to have the chance to win. And this national team is always ready to be there. We lost against Portugal today, but it's things that happen in football. I'd like to ask you about Lamine Yamal. We had the impression that he was very tired and they kicked him off the pitch as well. Why did you take him off? Well, we wanted to give some fresh legs into, add some fresh legs into the pitch with Baena and try to control the game a little. That's what we were looking for. And wanted to activate the team, the whole group, but especially the wings. And as for what you were saying about Lamine, obviously he's tired because, they've been competing they competed on Thursday. They hardly rested. It's been a tough year for him in terms of physically very demanding. He's only 17. And of course, he's one more player in this national team, and there came the moment to replace him and bring on a player who would bring some fresh legs onto the pitch, like I said. Morata missed the penalty spot. You brought him in the second half of extra time. Of course, you need to take it in order to miss it, right? Yes, of course. The penalties that ended up in goal were really good penalties, but the goalkeeper was on the spot. That guessed which side Morata was going to shoot to, and well, in this type of situation, not all the players want to take penalties in a moment like this. So, all my players wanted to take them, and I'm happy about that. Álvaro is a real champion. I insist, like I said yesterday, he's a reference for us, he's a benchmark for us. I'm really sorry that he had to take that penalty and miss it, but it's okay, that's what football is. I am the one who told him to take the penalty. He missed it, and that's what it is. I wanted to ask you about the right back. You played Mingueza today. Pedro Porro had a lot of minutes on his legs as well. What did you think about what Mingueza did? Well, we didn't want to change or make many changes. Mingueza is a player who's very solvent, very solid. Against the Netherlands, he played a fantastic match, and knowing the situation of the team, etc., we wanted to refresh those wings. Knowing how important Portugal's game is on the sides, we wanted to give more freshness to both sides. Also, he's very good with the ball in his feet, but it was a very difficult game for him, where Portugal did attack a lot on that wing, on that side. And, well, he faced many occasions, many duels, etc., many situations in which he couldn't be successful, but that's it. He's done a good job, same as Pedro Porro, was really good, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to give some more air into the team. Of everything you prepared on the face of today's final, what is the detail that you are less happy about? What is the worst thing that happened today? Something that can explain why Spain could not beat a great Portuguese team. Well, after the final whistle, we had a few comments and had a few words with our opponents. Everybody said that it's been the best national team that they ever faced. The Portuguese players. What could have changed? Well, I don't know exactly, but there was moments in which we dominated the game as well. But we faced a magnificent Portuguese team, and there were these alternatives. You know, as in any great team, you want to take the initiative. The opponent takes the initiative. So obviously, if we hadn't conceded that second goal, we could have been talking about something else. But it was a very tight game. Both teams showed a great level. And, well, we could have done it better maybe in some of the chances that we had, but that's football, you know. But football doesn't know about fair or unfair. You know, you have to reach the penalties, etc. And the winner is always a fair winner, because you've got to win the game. And I insist, Portugal was a great national team tonight. I wanted to reflect on Spain shot twice as much as Portugal and were more accurate in everything. What did we lack today? Because Spain had to go to the penalty shootout in order to try to win it. Well, that's football for you, and the paradoxes of football. The other day, we won having less possession than France. So sometimes keeping possession, shooting more. Well, we had a goalkeeper opposite us who was really good today, and that shows that we did enough to try to win the game. But when you have a team opposite you who is able to hit back every time they had the chance, you know, I also wanted to say congratulations to the Portuguese team, who are a great team. And when something like that happens, well, you had to be clinical in front of goal, and if you miss, well, the rival would hit back. So, like, what would I change? Well, according to data, we've done many things right. But in elite football, details sometimes want to give you that ultimate prize, and sometimes they don't. In any case, we are proud of my team, of my work rates, of the work rates of my players, proud of my players overall. There is a general impression that Spain in these 2 years have gone from being a team that could win or lose against everyone to turning into a team that is always in a disposition to win, in a position to win, can beat any team. Have you seen a change in the national team in these 2 years? I don't know if it's a change or not. I like that word that we've been using, that the disposition to win, or being in a position to win. I think it's good to value success like that, despite the fact that you achieve the ultimate goal or not. Success is being able to play a final, and in a final like tonight, you are seeing two top teams who can be top teams in the world and in Europe. So in order to be here, you have to do things right. And Portugal have done that and have top world-class players. But we were both in a disposition to win. And I'm convinced of that. I'm convinced of that this team will always be in a position to win, will always have that disposition to win, that readiness to win, because they are always working towards the same goal. They will be working on this idea, and they have amazing individual talent. So if we keep doing this, we will achieve it. Now we're going to start working towards the World Cup. Is the objective to keep playing the same group of players? What's the analysis after this defeat? Well, we always need to keep improving, but you scared me when you said it's a change of cycle. No, the age average of my team, I don't think it reaches 25 years old. So they have many games, of course, on their legs. So they will improve for the future. We have to keep walking along the same line with this generation of footballers, with the people who have been here today, but other teammates who visited us, for example, Laporte, Ayose, Carvajal, Rodrigo, Ferran, and there are many players who can be here, and we are fortunate enough to have many players in our ranks, and we'll keep working in the same direction, working with the same idea. As long as I'm the national team, we'll keep working along the same idea. I think that I'm not worried about my success, or it's not about me, this success. It's about the footballers I have, and we have different register, etc. So I think we need to keep working with this group of players. Well, I have no doubt. He's the European champion, Lamine Yamal. So he's a finalist of the Nations League. He has won the league and the cup with this club. He has he's a fantastic talent. So for me, he's not a candidate for the Golden Ball. I know it's a long list, but for me, he is the best player, and he's done a lot of things this year in order to be the Golden Ball this year, to win the Golden Ball this year. But of course, he's got a lot of years ahead of him in order to keep improving and to keep growing as a player, etc. But for me, I think he's got everything to be not only a candidate, a nominee, but to be chosen, to be given the Golden Ball. I think he's a fantastic talent.
Thank you very much, everyone.